Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the school committee meeting of Monday, October 22nd, 2018. First on tonight's agenda is the acceptance of the meeting minutes of October 9th, 2018. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor? That is a vote. Thank you very much. Seeing nothing under communications, I know we do have a very special audience tonight, Dr. Cron?
Yes, we do. I'd like to invite Principal Bond and Ms. Ryan to the podium to introduce our very special guest.
I'm going to just completely defer to Mrs. Ryan and to Mr. Holbrook here to give you an explanation of what's going on. I'm going to say, though, here's one of our superstars, one of our grade 5 superstars. The kids have been so proud of him, of everything that he's done and whatever happened last week, which is totally exciting. So let me defer to Mrs. Ryan to give us a little introduction. And you're right after that.
So a week ago Friday, on October 12th, Harrison and I joined Mrs. Armstrong at the high school, along with some of her AP Computer Science students, to go to Framingham State University to a special forum on career, technology, and you. Their computer science department sponsored it, and they had major companies like Bose and Meditech and MathWorks there to talk about careers in technology and some of the things they did to get to where they are. So Harrison is a truly remarkable child, and he's going to tell you everything about it.
Ms. Ryan invited me to go to Framingham State University for Careers, Technology, and You, where we listened to speakers from local big companies like IBM, Bose, and Meditech. They talked about perseverance, learning from mistakes, failure is okay, and finding your passion. My passion is math and science, and one day I would like to become an astrophysicist for NASA. I would need to go to college to work towards this goal. We toured the campus and had a chance to see the $1 million science labs. We also noticed rubber ducks. The school was having a duck hunt event.
Awesome job, Harrison.
Would you say rubber ducks?
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right, that's what I thought you said. What were they doing with them?
It was like a duck hunt.
Oh, okay, all right. Did you catch any?
Yeah, we found one.
Okay, good. Did they let you keep it?
Well, we were supposed to turn it in at 4:30, but, you know, we couldn't wait for 4:30,
Oh, okay.
so we just took the duck and left.
Okay, see, I got you, all right.
Souvenir.
I like that.
Harrison, tell us what was the favorite thing that you learned when you were there?
My favorite thing that I learned is that failure is okay.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely
Yep.
it is. Absolutely it is. Sometimes you learn the most important things in life by failing along the way and keep trying and persevering, right? Until you get to your goal.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of that in my lifetime.
We all
Failing, that is.
Yeah.
You proud of yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good for you. You should be. It makes us all proud.
Roger that.
We're all very proud of you, too. And what many of you may not know is Harry's a great lacrosse player, too.
All right.
I help out coach in the youth lacrosse program, and Harrison's out there. He's a good runner, he's a good lacrosse player, he's a great kid. So we're all really proud of you, man.
He's got the physics and the angles down. I mean, he wants to be an astrophysicist.
Absolutely.
He's already calculating the angles to throw that ball.
I think so. I think so.
All right.
Now, you said you learned that failure was okay, and you're good with that, right?
Yeah.
And you want to be an astrophysicist.
Yes.
So you know, you've obviously heard of Mr. Einstein, right?
Yes.
Okay. You know how many times he failed?
A lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Just remember that.
Yeah.
It's all about how you bounce back and work hard. Keep it up. Proud of you. Good job.
Thomas Edison did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he failed a lot. Look, and he still lit up. Yeah.
Harrison, I'm so proud of you. I've seen you since kindergarten, first grade with Erin and Emily, and I could have a moment right now. I am so proud of you. So you rock, bud. Thank you for coming to see us.
Good job. Good
Well,
job.
we're not done with them yet. We're not done. We have a certificate. This certifies that Harrison M. Holbrook is awarded the certificate for participation in the Careers, Technology, and You event at Framingham State University on this 22nd day of October, 2018, and is signed by me and also by Mr. Daniel J. Biggins, the chairman of the school committee. So congratulations. Congratulations. There you go.
Will you get a picture?
Sure,
Wait,
you want to get a
Harrison,
picture? Harrison,
Go back with Dr. Cron so Mom can get a picture.
here we go. Come on out from behind the podium, bud, that way.
Get out there.
There you go. Congratulations.
Good job. Next on tonight's agenda is our superintendent's report. Dr. Cron.
Thank you. I have a few items for you. First, it is official. Our free after-school enrichment programs in the elementary schools are off and running. We have all of the programs filled up, and I've heard in the first day that they were posted. So we have 291 elementary students registered, and they are participating in floor hockey, yoga, science made fun, STEM, tech club, Lego robotics, sense of theme, and dance. So I want to congratulate Ms. Forlizzi for her work getting these programs up and running. And I also want to ask if Mrs. Hackett could talk a little bit about the BOX program, which is a program that we're going to be introducing shortly.
Yes, so before school, we're going to be offering a box program, and this is going to begin the week of November 5th, with registrations coming the week of October 29th. And this is a before-school exercise and nutrition program that is geared towards attendance, exercise, and fitness. And it's 40 minutes long, and it's been proven to improve attendance and scores by having folks up and active and early and engaged before the school year begins. So there'll be 57 sessions in all. It's going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 7 to 7:40 at the 3 primary schools. Mrs. Folsom of the Phys Ed department has spearheaded this effort, and it'll be free to residents and to students in the primary schools, and registration forms should be going out next week.
Awesome, very exciting.
Excellent. It's a very cool program.
Where would you have it, in the gymnasiums?
Yes, in all 3 gymnasiums.
Okay.
And they're working cooperatively with the daycare to arrange space, et cetera.
Good.
I think there's been multiple studies done that have shown that children learn better after physical activity. And
Absolutely.
it's fantastic news. And I know there's before-school programs that are there now for drop-off. And I know my son Gavin particularly loves going there and just having the chance to be able to be active. And I think it helps him in his day, and I think particularly for the elementary age kids. So that's really exciting.
It will, the staff that will be performing this is undergoing training from a box perspective, and it is a curriculum. And they do have an educational, nutritional component to it that they have for the last 10 minutes to talk about the different sugar contents and different drinks, different snacks, et cetera. So during their cool down, they do provide some nutritional education as well.
That's good. Excellent. Excellent, thank you.
I also have a quick building committee update. We met on Thursday last week. The educational plan was approved by the building committee. So what we are working toward is turning in what's called the preliminary design proposal, the PDP. That includes limiting our choices of where the new school could eventually be located. I will tell you that the only decision that has been made to date is to take Hearts of Park off the table as a location. We will be meeting again on November 8th at 5 p.m. To review the PDP before it's submitted. And one final thing, I know during the building committee meeting, Chairman Biggins asked that we receive updates on a monthly basis. So this committee will be updated by Rich Penny, the chairman of the committee, once a month, and we'll start that up next month so that he can come in and give us some updates. Wanted to tell you that 12 Rockland Public School staff members, including me, led by Lisa Ryan, we attended MassQ last week, which was held at Patriots Place, Foxborough Stadium. And it is the largest mass technology convention that's held in the state. It was excellent to see what other schools are doing and to see the latest technology that's being offered for education. But thank you, Lisa Ryan, for organizing that. I also wanted to share with the committee and with the public that our paraprofessionals, which is a very large unit, is going to be undergoing some professional development this year. And they're going to be working on ABA, which is Applied Behavioral Analysis Training. And it will give them some strategies and behaviors that will help them support students with autism and students with learning disabilities in general. So I'm pretty excited about that. And finally, to inform the committee that all of the letters that all of the folks who are going on the Guatemala trip have signed their their letter, and so we have put that to bed.
Awesome.
That's it.
Great news.
Get them down and get them back.
Right,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
right.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Cron.
The only thing, I noticed that you've been involved in a lot of STEAM stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, of recent weeks on your reports, your Thursday reports coming in, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Well, we're
Yeah.
pushing, and
Yeah.
again, I keep mentioning Lisa Ryan's name, but
Yeah,
she
yeah,
is,
yeah.
if we had a CEO for innovation,
She'd be it.
unfortunately, that's my job right
Yeah.
now, so.
Well done by all.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well done by all. Next up, item 5 on tonight's agenda are our monthly reports. We have financial reports for September. We'll be entertaining 5 motions for the school department, the high school student activities, the middle school student activities, the cafeteria, and the daycare.
5 motions.
We
5 seconds.
we have 5 motions in 5 seconds. All those in favor? That is a vote. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Item 6, under old business, we have some completed fundraisers. We have 5 fundraisers that were completed, and one thing I do want to highlight, they break these down very well now, and this is really helpful, I think, to us as a committee to see not only, what has happened with the fundraisers, but sort of how they performed. And one thing I really want to point out about this one, and really about most of them that we see, is that not only do they meet, but they exceed their goals, their fundraising goals. So as I kind of go through here, we did the Eston School Pack, did a Meadow Farms fundraising, and they expected $2,000. They collected $5,014. That's rather remarkable. The preschool pack did a cookie dough sale where they expected $1,000 and they made $5,600. They collected $5,600. That's a lot of cookie dough. It's a lot of calories. I'm looking right here, and this is what I'm looking at is that's the total.
Oh, all right,
Okay,
the
so
total,
it's-
sorry,
correct,
I'm with
the
you
totals.
now, okay.
Okay.
I was looking at the
Yep.
net, yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Looking at the
So I'm
gross.
just, that's the amount they collected. Amount of money expected to collect was $1,000. They collected $35.25 for a mixed bag catalog for the travel club. And last but not least, the junior class expected to raise $500 for a pep rally t-shirts, and they collected $980. And I just wanted to point out that I think it's pretty great that all our fundraising efforts that are being made, but not only are they meeting their goals, but they're exceeding them. So great job, a lot of good things happening there.
I'll be interested in seeing what the mattress sale was, because I did participate yesterday.
Did you participate?
I bought a mattress, yeah.
I did too.
Yeah, it was interesting interesting process, too.
It's a great deal, and you think about how much
Yeah.
you spend most of your time of your
know.
life on that.
There must be a lot of profit in mattresses.
It's,
got
there
it,
is.
yeah.
There,
Got it.
I only know
guess
that 'cause
so.
I
Well, it
have
makes a lot of
client
money
who
for our
sells them.
kids, and that's
That's
the
right.
best
That's right.
thing about it.
You know it.
Timing was good.
Sure is. So next up, under new business, we have item A, the ALICE program. We have a request for kindergarten early release at 11:45 at Eston, November 1st, Jefferson, November 15th, and Memorial Park, November 29th. Dr. Cron, would you like to enlighten us a little bit about
Yes,
that?
please. So our kindergartners start their days a half hour late, and when we're trying to do professional development, basically, we're trying to do our recertifications for ALICE training.
Okay.
So we're trying to get around to work with the staff of every school. And in order to fit, we have our professional development planned for the year. So in order to fit this in, this refresher, we need to early release the kindergarten just once for each of these schools, but on different days so that Ethan and Kathy Paulding can work with those staffs. The only way to get kindergarten free at the same time as the rest of the school is to early release them, which is why I'm asking permission to do an early release November 1st for Eston at 11:15, November 15th for Jefferson at 11:15, and November 29th for Memorial Park at 11:15. And we would notify families.
Motion to approve.
And 11,
Okay.
sorry,
Go ahead.
11:15 is a full day.
Yeah, it's an early release for them. That would be an early release.
Second?
All those in favor? That is a vote. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next, we have a request for approval of fundraisers, and we have 8 to approve. The class of 2019-20 will be having a fan cloth sale in November. The National Honor Society will be having a trivia night in March. Hockey Boosters will be holding 4 fundraisers, including a 50-50 raffle, dining for a cause, a meat raffle, selling apparel, and a trivia night. And the Robotics Club will be having ornament sales. So we'll be looking for 8 motions for approval.
8 motions, 8 seconds.
All those in favor? That is a vote. Thank you, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
wanted to point out that the Robotics Club is expecting to collect $1 billion.
$1 billion?
Yes, so I didn't know if he was trying to get into the lottery tomorrow night or what was going down. $1 billion,
Yes,
that's what he
yes.
said. I thought that was impressive.
All right.
I like it.
Next up,
Take care of the budget
item
for a couple of
C, we have ratification of our cafeteria contract. And before we do anything, I think we need to send a thank you to Mr. Mills and Mrs. Maroney for their work on the committee to work with our cafeteria staff. Thank you for that work, and thank you to the wonderful folks that work in our cafeteria, and I'm glad that we have this before us to be able to ratify this tonight.
It's always a lot of fun to deal with them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And they voted unanimously to ratify this afternoon, so
All right.
Outstanding.
the floor is yours.
Motion to approve?
We have a motion, and we have a second.
A second?
All those in favor?
Aye,
That is a vote. Thank you very much. Next up, last but not least, under new business, we have item D, which is an out-of-state field trip. Dr. Cron.
Out of state.
Yes, it is, UNH.
Would you like to talk about that at all?
Just briefly, this is an opportunity for the band kids to go up and to perform at an alternate location and to see other bands that are performing, and also to be exposed to the University of New Hampshire's music department and their program and what they're doing, and get a sense of what it's like to be a music student at the college level. I know that Mr. Piazza used to take the kids to UMass Band Day, but he has gone to UNH the last couple of years, and he really found their program to be inspiring for our kids. So
Also noted that this is on a Saturday, Joe.
yes,
Yeah.
it's on a Saturday.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's good.
Sounds like a great trip.
Yeah.
absolutely.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Yep, second.
All those in favor? That's a vote. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Last on tonight's agenda, item 8, is personnel information for the months of September and October. Dr. Cron, is there anything you'd like to highlight?
Nothing to highlight.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. And to close the evening, as always, we have our public service announcements, as always. Ladies first. Ms. Morse, how are you this evening?
Good, and you?
Good, welcome. Any questions or anything you'd like to let us know about or anything like that?
No announcements. I just like to say I'm so proud of these kids that I see up here, little Harrison up here. It's so cool seeing the younger kids get involved with activities like science and STEAM and everything. I just like seeing that there's more to Rockland to come, and it just makes me so proud to see these younger kids getting ahead of the game.
Now you know how we feel about you.
That's it?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's great. Ms. Maroney.
I just want to say next week is Halloween. We're not back before then, so everyone have a safe Halloween night, trick-or-treating, and don't eat all your candy that night.
To me.
Yes. What?
Make sure to
Project.
come to Project
Project.
Pumpkin too.
Right, true.
Tell us more
I
about
was
that.
just going to say, tell us about that perfect opportunity.
Project Pumpkin.
I'm sorry.
It should be this Sunday. I think it's going to start at 1. They'll always have the haunted hallway, and the kids will have the opportunity to go through the hallways of Rockland High and trick-or-treat. It's a safe opportunity, and kids always have fun at it.
A great tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Bouncy house.
Oh, yeah.
Can't beat that. Can't beat that.
It's not for adults, Dr.
Sorry.
We've
Mr.
been-
Mills.
I happened to be at the town hall today for some other reason, but I noticed that beginning of early voting started today, and it was crowded there today, and there was a lot of activity so that's good. I mean, that's good that and don't forget to vote on Tuesday, was it the 6th, right?
Yeah.
November
Yes,
6th? Okay,
November
and
6th.
November 6th. So I appreciate that, that I had a couple other notes. Oh, the mattress sale I already talked about. That's done. I'm all done.
Check.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Mr. Phelps.
Football team's starting to win,
Yeah.
and good for them.
Yeah, good for
It's been a struggle this year, there's a lot of new young players, but it's good to see them. They've got a couple under their belt now. And the other athletic teams are really doing well. Volleyball, they're terrific. Again, get out and see them. You get schedules at the athletic director's office, or I'm sure the superintendent's office would have some schedules. And other than that, safe Halloween, and like Tom says, get out and vote.
Thank you, Mr. Phelps. Mr. Garofalo.
Yes, obviously have a safe and happy Halloween for everybody. I did want to say if anybody wants to check out some good examples of athleticism and sportsmanship, they should come down to the Rockland rink on Saturday and watch the ISI Winterland Halloween Classic competition, specifically because we have 12 girls from Rockland that will be competing in there, 2 of which are mine and 1 of which is Jasmine's little sister. And it'd be great to get some support for these girls and watch them skate and see all the fun stuff they do and how they dedicate probably 10 to 12 hours a week on ice too, while everybody else is not doing that. And lastly, just be careful about what you believe on social media and what you see that comes out on Facebook posts, because it's getting a little nonsense again, and that's all I gotta say about that.
Mr. Phelps, I think you had something else to say.
Yeah, I forgot to mention the cheerleaders. They had a wonderful weekend up in Dracut. They picked number 1, and
The
that
grand
was quite
champs.
an accomplishment. If you watch them, I know certain people want the MIA to recognize them, and I think they should be recognized. That is a sport, for sure. What those girls do is simply amazing. I shouldn't say just girls, because there are boys involved too. And the boys, I know a boy from Whitman-Hanson that is a phenomenal cheerleader. He'll probably get scholarships because of what he's doing. I know we've had scholarships in Rockland High School because of the cheerleading. So they should be very proud of themselves, and I'm glad that they're doing so well.
All Janine does is win.
Thank you. Mr. Mills?
I'm sorry, yeah, I was looking at, our next meeting is the 13th of November, right? Yeah, I mean, because it's a Tuesday, because the day before is we're celebrating Veterans Day. That's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, Veterans Day is on that Monday, the 12th, because the 11th falls on a Sunday.
Right.
I just want to recognize all the veterans in our town and all the sacrifices and all the things they do for us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hear, hear. Well, I don't have a whole lot that hasn't been said tonight. Hope everyone has a happy and safe Halloween. Kids, make sure you let your parents tax your bags. And just on the voting thing, yeah, absolutely. I hope everyone goes out and votes. And I hope that everyone takes the opportunity to thank and appreciate each one of the candidates that we have running in our local election. No matter who you're voting for, all of these folks put themselves on the line for the reason of trying to make our town a better place. And I personally want to thank each and every single one of them. And I think each of them would make a great candidate for the office that they're seeking. So with that, that's all I got. And we'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
That being said, have a great night, and good night, Rockland.
Yes, good night.